Hello, welcome back. This is for how to actually map your SLOs to PLOs or map your SLOs to ILOs in case your report was empty. So you want to be logged in as a coordinator. So I have myself logged in as a department coordinator, for example. And so I'm going to go to the Outcomes and Assessment tab. And then from there, you'll see the curriculum map, what I like to call sub-tabs. And so here you'll often see that it's populated empty. And so it's these drop downs that are going to be particularly important. So from the program drop down over here on the right, this is where we're going to select our associated program. So for economics, we only have one associated AAT. And so then that populates the program learning outcomes on the top and the courses that correspond to the AAT on the side. Right? And so then all you have to do is click, right? So I can click here and that will then map it. If I clicked in the wrong position, then I would just click it a second time and that will change it. And so we just go down and through, and then a couple of things, if the program learning outcomes are long, then if you just put your cursor over it, it will just hover over that box. It will actually read the entire statement to you. And if you have more than will fit on the screen, there will often be an arrow that shows up, and we'll see that with the ILOs here in just a moment. And so you just scroll through and map as appropriate. So we have Econ 201A, so that should definitely map each of the SLOs to some program learning outcome. We have 201B, and then we have math, which is part of the requirement. Which is going to be part of maybe one or two, but not necessarily all of our program learning outcomes. And so you'll see the map there. But it should be that if you have a required course, at least one of the student learning outcomes should apply to one of the program learning outcomes. And so once you've completed that, it's like Google Drive or OneDrive. You don't have to do anything to save it. And then you'll be able to run your report again, and it should show up. To do so those are the program learning outcomes. To do the ILOs from here, you're actually going to go back and select no program, and you're going to switch from the core PLOs to the core ILOs. And then once here, again, you'll see that here are the courses associated with my AAT in economics. And here's that arrow that I was talking about. So we do have quite a few ILO statements. And so you might want to just bring that up on another tab or have an idea of which one you plan to map it to. Now it does usually, not always, but usually we have 6 broad categories. We have technical and informational fluency, social, historical, global knowledge and engagement. We have scientific and environmental understanding. We have personal, academic, and professional development. We have critical thinking and communication, and we have artistic and cultural knowledge and engagement. And so usually one of those 6 is where most courses fall. It might be that you fall in 1 or 2 of those. So it should just be that for each of your SLOs, it should map to one ILO. So many times I find that a lot of times it's within the personal, academic, and professional development, unless you're teaching a science course, and then obviously that would be more in that. So professional skills, or skills and behavior that promote academic development, I found is one that we see rather often. And then of course there's promote personal health and mental well-being. And so that's more personal. There's academic, there's professional development. And so again, you're just going to click as appropriate, right? And again, if you make a mistake, you can just click again, or if you see one that is incorrect, you might just want to unclick it. And then the idea is, and so again, I have econ courses and I have math courses. It's probably appropriate for me to only map the econ courses and leave the map for math to math. So if you see that you have courses within other programs, that'll still be included on your report. And so you might just want to coordinate a little bit, or reach out to somebody in that department and ask them if they want you to map it, or if you know the appropriate place, you can go ahead and do that and maybe just let them know. All right. And so again, you just go back to reports. And so that's the other training video about how to run that report and include it in your CPPR or APPW. All right. I hope this was helpful. And again, if you have any questions, just send me an email. Susan Kline. Bye-bye.